I remember we got a response from Honorable Abike Dabre, the SSA to the Govt. So she said she got our response and she's working on it. I can tell you, that letter was written on the 13th of April. We just got the response and we still haven't had anything beyond that. So this forum and this platform is for us, leading to every well-meaning Nigerians who can just see our plight and attend to this problem. We live as fugitives here, and I don't see the reason why. I don't think we deserve it.
Did you all sign any bond with government, incidentally?
Oh yes, we did. We did, and the bond. I have the bond here. The bond says the number of years you spend abroad studying is the number of years you come back and work in Nigeria.
You come back and work for government?
You work in Nigeria. So the initial bond, I remember from when I signed for my master's, said you work for government. Then for the PhD, it was reviewed that all they needed to do is that you work in Nigeria. Because what I understand from the scholarship is to drive technological and scientific innovations. So the idea is that this innovation shouldn't be restricted to government parastatals, that once it's national driven, that is okay. So that was the amended bond. But whether work for government or we are ready to come back, we just need to see this through. We can't work for government when we've acquired these skills and we can't finish our program here.
Yes, suppose well-meaning Nigerians would like you to sign a bond before they take on the responsibility of taking care of you till the end of your course. What would be your attitude to that?
Oh, we are very open to it. We already signed a bond before leaving, so why would a new bond be a problem?
Not a problem to sign a bond.
Okay.
We already signed a bond before this, so I don't see.
Yeah, that was with government.
Well, okay, Chinedu, let's look at it from this other angle. What if TED Fund has paid this money to the universities and the universities have not paid you? Have you looked at it from that angle as well?
Oh, so as I said, one of my colleagues here just told me he got a mail saying that the universities is threatening to use legal means and tax collector to look for their money. So I can tell you that maybe Cambridge is not as very harsh because there are very few people in Cambridge. But I knew some schools are actually threatening the students. Some of the students I know, when in our group where they're already complaining that they are losing some access to some of the university facilities because of this non-payment of their tuition.
Okay, well, what I'm saying is TED Fund is claiming to have paid monies to some universities, but the universities have not remitted to you. So have you asked the universities if they've gotten any monies at all?
Oh yes, this is what my point is that we are in communication with the universities and they haven't received any money.
Is it possible? Is it possible that some of your colleagues have also left school and have gotten jobs elsewhere and are not planning to come back to the country?
So as I said, so Cambridge may not be as harsh, but I'm telling you, and I'm very confident about what I said, that those in London may be worse. Maybe this may sound like a joke, but it's very serious. I have a colleague that was meant to join me on this interview, but he couldn't because this is Saturday. You need to go and find a job to do.
Okay.
People do many jobs just to thrive, and he start looking at it is how do you were selected as an highly achieving student to come and do very complex PhD. And then within that complex PhD, you spend most of your time doing many a job. How do you combine this and still achieve that success and then still be that driver of technological innovations?
When you were in Nigeria, were you working or you were a student?
So the last time I finished my NYSC.
Okay.
And I stayed on with University of Abuja before I left.
Stayed on as a lecturer assistant?
Yes, I said I was assisting them in University of Abuja. Then I started a master's. Yes, I started a master's in Ibadan in pathology before I got the scholarship and I left.
So is it possible that TED Fund paid either University of Abuja or University of Ibadan for you and they've not remitted to your account? Is it possible?
So the master's I started in Ibadan was my money. So I don't see why State Fund will be paying those people.
Okay. You qualified from University of Abuja or University of Ibadan?
Oh no, I finished as a vet at University of Ibadan.
As a vet, did you say?
Yes, I'm a vet at university. Yes, I finished as a vet at the University of Ibadan.
Okay. And then you were working at the University of Abuja. So, which of the schools did you use as a base for your application?
So I used University of Ibadan because I started a master's before I then left.
Okay. And
Ibadan.
And in Ibadan. Okay. So now you've not heard from you've not heard from the federal government, you've not heard from TED Fund, you've not heard from NUC, and you're just reaching out. What exactly would you want done now? Oh,
one, I can itemize one. Please, can the government pay our tuition to our schools so that we stop getting threatening emails? Secondly, can the government pay our living expenses so we can thrive and have money to feed and focus on our PhD? Third, that the government some of us who are back in Nigeria who have documented for their PhD, they send them back to start their PhD and finish their work. And I also know that there are some group of us who are in US who haven't received, who are also in the same shoes, but I think their money comes from NUC or TED Fund. They're also in the same situation. We thought that the government also attend to these people. Then finally, I actually look forward to when I finish this PhD, I will start to go back to Nigeria and give my honest experience I have had here. I want to implore government. The last set that came was the second set that came in 2013 and 2014. I promise you, this project is laudable. This project is beneficial. It worth everything to be in top universities. It can never be a global player as a spectator. Majority of the key decision makers are in these schools. Nigeria have the potentials. We need to be part of these people. If we want to be as global players, we need to be in the environment where these people are trained. We need to acquire those training, and we need to be so that we can get ourselves in those decision making. So I implore government to continue this project. Send your best to get experience here. This is experience you can buy with gold. These schools, Cambridge University, Oxford, and so many other top universities are legacy. Send your best here and ensure these guys are taken back into the country, are assimilated into the country. And we learn a lot, and let what they learn get back into the country. And I promise you, you will never regret this investment. So whichever way we can plead, I'm just pleading that the government attend to these few requests.
Okay. Just to add that we did reach out to TED Fund, and we were told that they would react later. And the Presidential Special Scholarship Scheme for Innovation and Development, PRESID, they say that the plan is now under the Federal Scholarship Board. It's no longer under PRESID. And we reached out to the Federal Ministry of Education as well, and we are yet to receive a response. So, well, we're putting this out as much as we can, Chinedu, and we're hoping and praying that in the absence of a response from government, that well-meaning Nigerians, because obviously we have read what PRESID is all about, and it's you all who are there, 101 of you or so, are among the topmost brains in the country, which any employer would like to have in their service. So we're hoping that well-meaning Nigerians who have well-grounded companies who are watching this morning might also take interest in
investing. Call it an investment.
Investing yes,
okay,
it would be an investment.
We have these mails that have come in. We have this one from Adeonju Michael, who is of the Salford University, Greater Manchester, United Kingdom, and he says, I don't understand the level of self-deceit in Nigeria. The problem is not only with the PRESID, but also with the various funding bodies in the country. Some of us were paid when Naira to the pound was 265. The rate hovers around 500, and nobody has talked about doing anything about it. Most of us do menial jobs, dishwashing, security, cleaning, etc. It's very unfortunate. The political class lavish money on unnecessary things while nobody cares about the nation's future. That's Adeonju Michael from University of Salford.
And Ademola Ajaibanji says it's not only TED Fund, NDDC scholars are also stranded in the US, in the UK, in Australia, and in South Africa. Nigerian students seem to be stranded everywhere, you know, all over the world.
Schools within the country are allowed to rot, and then we say we want to send them abroad to acquire what we need to change the system.
And we don't pay them.
And we don't pay them. But the other side also, someone just tweeted here and said that some scholars go out there and abandon the school and go about their lives and they don't want to return. So it's a two-way street. But hey, whatever, for what it's worth, let's look out for our own and let's reach out and take care of these ones we've asked to go, like the young man there who said he was in University of Ibadan doing his master's on his own.
JJ.
And then you called him and said, okay, you're qualified, come and go. So let's take care of our own so that they can finish and come back real quick. Thank you very much, Chinedu Ugu from Cambridge University. We hope that your calls and appeals will be heard and something will be done about your expenses and tuition fees, yours and your colleagues as well. Thank you so much. Hello?
So much for having me.
Sunrise will be back in a moment. Please don't go away.